Hello and welcome to Age of Wonders 3. I am SoloKAB, and you might notice I'm sounding a little different now. I got a new mic so that I can just do sort of embedded recordings. Beforehand, I was always doing like my audio was recorded with a separate computer, and then I would sync it together. But it's very time consuming, and I'd like to be able to produce more content, and it might be a slight degradation of quality, but I think it'll still be pretty good. Especially because I did spend a fairly significant amount on this mic. It's the Blue Spark. Blue microphones are very nice. I had the Yeti before. Anyway, this is Age of Wonders 3. I had actually a lot of experience with the first two. I grew up on the first one, and oh my god, did I ever love that game. And my initial impressions of this game were actually pretty bad. I started playing it, and I was like, there's so many things that, I wish that were still here about the first two, that just, they seemed like they weren't. But, this game grew on me. It grew on me a lot, and, just let me get into the options here. I think I'm gonna turn the master volume down. There we go. It's got a pretty good soundtrack. It's more like a, It's more like a, sort of a reimagining of the original soundtrack, which is okay. I think they're alright. And this is one of my characters that I created here. So let's do a new random map, because I think this is the best feature in the game, thus far. It essentially creates a random scenario for you to play. Like, if we look in these options here, we could say starting town is a village. I could put it all the way up to a metropolis, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it on there. So yeah, you see there's tons and tons and tons of different customization, and the only really thing that I'm going to change here is classic turns, because I like the classic turns, especially in single player. I like it a lot more. And you know what, I'm just gonna launch right into it and show you the character creation, which is actually incredibly detailed. So these are all the pre-made people that come with the game. They all look kind of fun. I'm sure you could choose one of these if you really didn't want to go through the process of making your own. But I quite enjoy making my own characters, so I'm just gonna hit random here a couple times. Like you see there's just so many different looks that you can go with. So I think I'm gonna choose, what's one that I haven't chosen yet? I haven't been a Dreadnought yet, so let's be a Dreadnought. Let's go with human Dreadnought. Yeah, I haven't played human yet either. Maybe Orc. No, I'll go with human. Alright, and these, okay, so you get a bunch of different spells and texts to research throughout the game, and they're all dictated by the stuff that you see on this screen here. So, Dreadnought will give me access to, the Dreadnought skills and spells, essentially. Humans, I believe, get their own, like, the race gets their own unique spells, and then you've got your spheres over here. So I'm just going to take all three of these off. Let's say if I go with Adept for Air, then I can go with a Master of Air as well. I think I'm going to do Expander, Explorer, so like huge emphasis on growth, and then I'll do one Sphere of Air. Yeah, that seems like a good plan. Alright, and then we go next, and now we get into the actual, like, customization of the way it looks, and this girl looks rather, angry. Very angry. Let's give her another... Oh, I like this one. That one's weird. But that's not really fitting with the rest of her face. Like, curls with little twigs and stuff in it. There we go. Skin decoration. What's this, like Charlie Manson? go with some tribal tattoos. Yeah, she looks pretty badass. All right, what our colors can be? Let's do green. Green and orange. Nah, it doesn't look so good on this one. What about... Nope. Oh, that's my phone going off there. Yeah, red and orange. That looks good. Alright, let's go with this. Sardanus. House of Iniok. What could our name be? Maybe I should have done this a little bit before, or just gone with my other one. Alright, let's go. I always tend to choose 2 different names from like something that I know. So let's take Jadzia. I don't even know how you spell that. Damn it. All right, let's go. Let's just go Dax there. Dax of Core Prime. Ducks of Core Prime. All right. Save. All right, let's choose a scene. Ooh, destruction. Gotta choose one that's fitting. Now, there's a lot here too in terms of character creation. Like you can really go and make somebody look like you. Oh, there's different clothes too. Oh, I like this one. This one here. Yeah, nice. All right, I think we're good. It's the underground. Save leader. Ducks of Core Prime. I'm short on my glasses here. Where did I put them? Oh, well, I guess I'm getting through this one without my glasses. All right. I might have trouble reading things. All right, so right away we get into this game, and I don't know how much experience you guys have with Age of Wonders, but it's fairly similar, right? Especially closer to the second one than it was to the first one. Your towns sort of grow organically, and you have this red is my domain, right? And in order to gain access to, say, like, this is a mana node, this is a gold mine, it gives me plus 10 gold and plus 10 mana. This is a gold mine here too, but I need to have this inside my domain in order to gain the benefit of to gain the benefits, essentially, to gain the income from that. So a hero offers to join Sheena, the Elementalist. So let's take her. Let's combine these people. So I believe the rule in Age of Wonders is that if you can build it in one turn, you do. So I'm going to take a storehouse here inside my city upgrades, and I'm going to rush the production. And this, it decreases the happiness of your city, but I think it's a resource you can definitely afford to exploit early on, is because your main town is always going to be pretty happy unless you lose your hero like right away, because that basically plunges you into into chaos. All right, so protect your leader and the throne city. Allied victory. And defeat all rival empires. So let's take a look at our research tree, what we can start with here. Great blacksmith. Scout training. All irregular units have one extra vision. That's pretty cool. Summon spy drone. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna get a summon spell as quickly as possible, just so that I can start, utilizing this. Let's see what I have here. See, mana fuel cells. Ooh, target friendly city gains plus 20 production bonus. Okay, so I'm going to cast this on my town right away. And there we go. Now we see that I've gone from 30 to, from 25 to 50. which is pretty intense, which means that this should actually cost me a lot less. So I'm gonna actually cancel that again, and then, yeah, see, now it only takes 2 turns, so it's actually gonna cost me less to rush this production. That's pretty cool. I'm really happy about that. All right, so let's get into combat here. We see these peoples, these little dwarf guys, are sitting on top of this node. Now, granted, capturing this node at this point will do absolutely nothing for the income rate of my empire, but it will allow me to get a base income, or not a base income, like a burst income. So if I defeat these guys in manual combat, which I will do, what will happen is I'll get, you know, a fixed amount of gold or mana or whatever it is that I've taken. Yeah, that kind of thing. That kind of thing. Do 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 do. And I really like the combat in this game. I think this is what sold me. Like I was telling you initially how I didn't enjoy it at first, and that's just because like I grew up with the nostalgia, or sorry, I grew up with the first one, so the nostalgia factor was pretty high for me. Oh wow, it's like he's got 1 health left. The poor little bastard. Yeah, the nostalgia factor was really high, and I was kind of disappointed that there wasn't in the first one there was an auto combat thing that you could opt into for a battle, and it basically just put this little board up in front of you, and then it showed all your guys and all their guys, kind of like the screen we had immediately before coming into this battle. And you people, your little warriors and all that would go witcha witcha, and it would show you which they targeted, and it would basically just play the battle out really quickly there, so you could watch it. Now, I didn't realize it at first, but there's something very similar in this game. You go into manual combat, and then you just toggle the auto combat, and you can basically just watch it. So you know, this it's going to be a really easy victory here. So I'm just going to toggle this auto combat and like watch it play out, because you know, it's fun to watch. And like I don't mind just like sitting back and letting the computer do this for me. And most of the time how I play things is I just do my first turn, go to the next turn, and then toggle auto combat, because so long as you can get yourself in the right position, generally the computer makes like the optimal decisions for you in terms of like there's something called flanking in this game. You saw that how flanking came up, and it did an extra point of damage on my hero there, because they attacked from the side, right? This will also be a flanking, right? And here we go. So what happens is that these guys attack from one angle, the things that they attack turn around, and then it attacks from the other angle, and it does that optimally for you. So it's pretty awesome. I guess it's the game kind of organically teaching you tactics. And you see, for exploring the mine, I discovered 59 gold. Hooray! Hooray for me! Hooray! Excellent, excellent. There's lots of little things too here. Like, see this thing? That's called a cartographer's camp or something or other. I'm gonna go there with this person. Man, my voice is rough today. Why? Why? Voice, stop being so rough. All right, let's put my guy here. I think I can fight both of these in the same turn. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna let these guys run just because I've done a combat already, and I kind of want that gold so that I can continue on. And I'm just gonna end turn. Click to end turn. Waiting for other players. The other thing that I kind of really missed from the first game was that there was really, really nice hand-drawn art in place of this. Like, this is basically just the same 3D model, copy-pasted, and just kind of like put in this little box with the lore. And in Age of Wonders 1, it would just be essentially a very nice hand-drawn portrait of the unit. And I kind of miss that, and to be honest, I think they could have done away with this and done it the hand-drawn thing. Like, It may have been clashing with the style a little bit, because I guess there's not a whole lot of insane pixel art in this. But, I mean, this game, it's kind of noisy. Like, at first, I had such a hard time figuring out what was actually something that I could interact with. Like, I would look, say, on a mountain here. Maybe this tile had something that kind of looked like it might be something that I could interact with. I guess there's not really any good examples here. But, yeah, I had a little bit of trouble with that. Yeah, like, what is this? Oops. Why did you just go back? There you go. Oh, this is definitely something I can interact with. I have no idea what it is. Oh, and this is kind of nice, too. When you zoom out all the way, it turns into a nice, you know, sort of like, not hand-drawn map, but, you know, the art style changes drastically from this. And it's pretty smooth and organic the way it changes. Yeah, it's not bad. All right, so our storehouse is finished producing. So what that's essentially going to do is increase the population gain, and it'll allow my city to grow much faster. So I'm going to get a builder's hall, and I'm also going to rush that production. And then we're going to continue on this way. I'm not going to play a full game. There'll definitely be more Age of Wonders 3 on this channel. However, I do believe that I'm going to wait until Corinne comes back, or that we can arrange some Skype time together, so that we can do a 2 versus 2 AI, which I think would be really cool. Actually gonna stop that for a second because I want my cavalry. Cavalry! Yes. So what I was talking about before, the auto combat thing, it would just, essentially what would happen is there would be a nice little separation of forces. So, you know, my forces would be on the bottom, his would be on the top, and then it would have a little circle, and it would say what unit was interacting with what unit, and it would just sort of do an attack animation, and you'd see, say, like the longswordman would just be one unit standing there, and he would swing his sword, and the guy, it would put a little target reticle over this dude here, and then it would say, you know, hit or miss, and then they would, you know, they'd do the sound effects that corresponded with it, which I thought was, you know, it's pretty cool. I quite enjoyed watching that combat. Oh, you bandits, you're so cute. You're gonna die. So horrifically. You know, I wonder if you can rename your cities in this. I never actually tried. We'll do that after. You can in most 4X games these days, so I wouldn't be surprised if you can. I'm gonna go to... Oh, you know what? I've got a... What is this called? A blunderbuss? No, it's a fire musket. Fire musket. So I'm gonna go as close as I can, because it basically only get one shot with this anyway. Buh! Alright, let's put these guys here. I'm a little bit concerned that they have a clear shot at Dax of Core Prime. I really hope they don't go straight for her. That could actually be a problem. Maybe a little bit of a mistake on my part, but I think they'll shoot whoever's closest. Oh no, they are going for her. Oh, never mind. Okay. So if all three of them decided that they were going to shoot at Dax of Core Prime, it might have been a problem. But they, the AI decided that they were going to split the target priority. So, oh, what is this on cooldown for one turn? Oh, damn. I guess it takes a while to reload. All right, flashbang, suffocates. We're going to use these created vacuum around, dealing 15 damage. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, just finish these guys off, I suppose. Alright, horses charge in. Go through here. Yeah. Like my little halberd people. Can you get in? No, okay. I didn't leave myself enough room. So maybe it would have been smarter if I'd kind of like ran past them with my horses and, you know, did the thing. There's definitely, oh, I didn't even realize I had more horses out there. Even though I strategically brought them to the battle anyway. No horses, don't die. Oh, that's awful. I should never lose a unit this early in the game. I should make sure they all get veteran status. You know, I might be playing a little bit sloppy, but I'm essentially just trying to illustrate the game's mechanics and how the game plays. Oh, I got an Orc Spearman and a Jewel of Forgotten Revival. Take reward. Oh, nice. Okay, what is this? Plus 12 regeneration. Alright, so that makes you a more potent fighter. Because you will regenerate. And I will join those two together. Alright, so that was essentially just like a high yield camp to defeat, but there's no like node here. There's nothing for me to capture it within my domain of influence. Click to end turn. Do we have more movement points on this one? Okay, so I'm gonna have this person, this hero I have here, explore in this direction, and I'm going to send my main army up this way. Bam! Next turn. Waiting for other people. Alright. Yes, Builder's Hall produce. Okay, so because I like the fast expand sort of build. Oh, why can't I? Because I don't have enough money. Right. All right. That's fine. So I'm gonna produce housing for a turn. And you see how that takes up my, like, I've got this population thing here. Human village, 4,305 peoples. And that's 4 turns before it grows into like the next thing, and it gives you like a flat number. It's 6,000 is the next interval in which this will grow into a town. I believe it's after the village. So if I hit build housing here, it goes from, what was it, 460 to 690, which is a fairly significant increase for 1 turn, I believe. So I think it's worth it, especially because I'm just holding out until I have enough to produce a settler. And then I'm going to send my settler into a direction. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a war hall. Oh, nice. Cool. And some random mana crystals, although I can't hit them this turn. Oh yeah, so these are what you call independents. So this is like a town here, or some kind of settlement. I'd imagine this is like undead or something, because it's one of those cities that can't grow, like it can't produce housing or anything. But I could produce undead warriors out of this, or whatever it ends up being. The last game that I played, I had a dragon roost in a mountain beside my main city. So as quickly as I could, I befriended the dragons, and I paid them a lot of money to just kind of join my empire, rather than fight the massive creature that it wanted me to fight to get them to join me, because I would have lost so much. I don't think I could have beaten that roaming army. Because what these guys will do is they'll offer you a quest, depending on your relationship with them. Like you see here, my alignment is neutral. So if these guys are also neutral, then I'll have more options in talking to them, like negotiating with them. Oops. But let's say they're pure evil and I'm pure good. They'll just be hostile to me, and I'll have to either conquer them or bribe them or something. That's the only way to get them to join you at that point. Oof. My voice is really rough today. I don't know why. It shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. Alright, so let's meet them, because let me show you what I'm talking about. So I've what I basically did is I just came out to their border, and you say, you know, you meet the dwelling of blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so they are undead, and they're pure evil, so they hate me. Population Archon Revenant. Yeah, okay, so that's what they're called. And they've declared war on me. Mortal, why do you seek death? I don't know, man. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Haste berries, alright, sweet, so I can go explore more. So this looks like a nice place to set up my first settlement. Now, I don't have enough money for that yet. Maybe I can find something up here. Let's just move up, move up. Oh, I've met another settlement. What are these guys? I meet Twindale. Negotiates. Hail, great Dax of Core Prime. We are honored with your visits. They are high elves. Right, so essentially I can say, hey, let us open our borders to each other, but that will cost me a lot of money. I don't have that kind of money right now, so I'm just going to continue on. Ooh, gold. Enough. Sweet. Alright, so I can queue up my human settler, and I have enough to rush it through, so bam, there it goes. And I think I'm just going to head back down. Oh, no, I didn't mean to send you that way. Whoopsie daisy. Alright, we'll send our horse to continue to explore in this direction, and then we'll send the rest of my troops back down in this direction. Click to end turn, and turn, and the turn, and turn. The other thing you'll notice too is now I have, oh, I guess I spoke too soon. I finally got a little bit of extra mana just because this grew into a city. Or wait, no, it didn't. I'm not sure how it did that. This produces more mana now. Wait, didn't I rush this? I swear I rushed that. Whatever. Anyway, so this thing here, this fuel cells that I casted on my town to get more production, costs mana per turn. And same thing with any kind of summoned units. So I'll go back to my research, produce engineer, summon Zephyrbird. Invention number 1. Okay, so let's go to that. That's basically just giving me more casting points. My throat is raw. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm sorry if I sound a bit rough. Sending my troops. Ooh, gold. So yeah, I think it's almost always worth it to send out scouting parties like this. Like, oh my god, am I ever just friggin' exploring so much. Oh, sweet. Bam! Another thing that just got built in my city. Because I'm exploring. So, yeah, it's always really good to send your guys out. Oh, I meet this guy. Looks like they're also... They're humans, so they're willing to talk to me. Yeah, you know what? I don't really know. Because they're also evil. I mean, they're not pure evil. Maybe it's because I'm neutral that they still tolerate me, I guess. I guess. So there'll also be a lot of wandering independents that you gotta watch out for. I am going to, however, try and get a spy drone, because these things fly and I can just sort of explore over the mountains. And I'm pretty sure, did I have like a scout that I could build? No, that was just irregular units get +1 vision. And that would be somebody like this right here. These guys would get 1 vision, +1 vision. So end my turn again. End my turn. Boom, 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 Wow, I'm only getting 24 frames per second. I think I really need to upgrade my computer, man. I'm still rocking the GTX 460, which is a really old graphics card. Super old. Oh, this is an actual player. Diplomacy. Let's declare peace. It's that rule of acquisition. Every once in a while, declare peace. Confuses the hell out of your enemies. Yeah. When? Oh yeah, I was gonna check to see if I could rename my... Ah! Alright, so Core Prime. Sweet. If you guys know what that's from, we could be friends. Core Prime, Throne of Dax. And this is Dax of Core Prime, so that makes sense. Ha ha. Very good, very good. Alright, so it's gonna take me 2 turns to get down here, but you know, whatever. And it's great because there's 4 nodes in a reasonable area. This Haste Berries, when you go on it, fully recharges the movement of your character or whatever party goes on top of it. And that recharges every 3 turns, but it also adds +5 production to the city inside of your domain. Yeah, and then here's a great farm, which is like +100, I believe. Ooh, I can cast my thingy. So let's cast it. Spy drone. Yeah, these guys, they don't do a lot of damage, but I think they're really good for exploring, so I'm just going to send it out in a direction, because it's not hindered by, you know, trees or anything. Oh, there, sweet. I already found some refugees. So Core Prime just gained 860 people. Oh, and look, another building upgrade. Man, this thing sees far. Does it have like Vision 3 or something? I don't know where it says it's like. It'd be nice if it showed like base stats too for something like Vision, because it doesn't say that it sees incredibly far, but it clearly sees further than, say, this cavalry here. And it would be really nice if there was something that could indicate that. So I'm just gonna send that guy back here. Oh, let's get my casting. More casting points for the turn. Oh, no, I can't do that. Never mind. Never mind. Guess we'll just end turn. And the turn. And the turn. And the turn we're waiting for. Oh, no. Oh, I'm gonna lose my hero. So maybe it's only good to explore with, like, cavalry. Something you're willing to lose. Because although there is a way to resurrect your heroes down the line, this is going to be a fairly huge setback. And I also want to be leveling this character up. That sucks. So let's manual combat. Let's try very, very hard to win this. Because I can cast a spell with my hero. It costs double, though. So, Flashbang, Suffocate. What spells do you have? Oh, you got not that bad of spells. Okay, so blinded. All right, so let's try and blind. Okay, with the archers, these guys are archers. They're all archers. So let's blind them. Bam. Blinded for 2 turns. Okay, so that's gonna slow them down a little bit. And then I think I'm gonna back up slightly. That's gonna be my plan. Back up so that they can't get in range. What'll happen is they're gonna move forward, but they're not gonna be able to move forward far enough to be able to attack me. But I will be able to move forward far enough to attack them fairly easily. On that note, actually, I'm going to move even further away, and cast a spell. Boom! I love that animation. Oh, I guess they're only blinded for 2 turns. That kind of sucks. Gotta exploit that early on. I wonder if I have enough to cast yet another one with my main person. No, I'm only at 420 mana. Alright, so I gotta get her in range. I think this is my best bet right here. And hopefully I can kill these guys in 2 shots. No. Okay, so this is gonna be a problem. Because these guys are gonna shoot. Blah! And these guys are gonna shoot. Blah! Ow! 19 damage. Yeah, I've lost this. Oh wow, have I ever lost this? There's no way for me to recover from this. Which is really unfortunate. I do not approve. Blah! Blah! Can you at least kill one group? Yeah, you can. Good job. Yep. That sucks. That sucks. Now I look like a scrub. Yep. Terrible, terrible me. Alright, so let's move down here and we'll go construct a city. And we want to try and get as much of this in that will become useful right away. So right there looks like a good spot. Alright, so that takes 1 turn to build. Move this guy onto here. Oh, and I don't think we've been actually building anything in here for last turn at least. Now that we have 249 golds that we need to spend. Since I'm a builder and expander, I'm going to build a builder. Yeah, yeah. And then I'm going to head this way to start clearing these nodes. Fell horse. Oh, free building. Yeah. That mana. That mana. Alright, and my spy drone. Let's continue you on this way. Yeah, I can see the Dreadnought being a really good class to choose expander and all that fun stuff with, because you can get around the map. Like I can become so fat so quickly, and you really do spend the first 30 turns maybe before you end up with some real encounters from your opponents. Because this is a pretty slow game. Like it takes me, I'd say, a couple days at least to play one game, and that's if I play a couple hours every night. The longest one I've ever had was 103 turns, and it took me, like, I played that game for a week. I mean, I didn't play it every day, but it was at least 3 good sessions of playing. So if you like grand strategies, I normally don't play turn-based games, but this one, wow, this one is just so good. So good. Yeah. Oh, so here's my little town. So what I do is, because I find that, basically new outposts that you've created, they don't do anything right away besides like the income that you get. And see, I'm not even getting this income. Oh, it's population 100. Do I get that? I don't think I do. Yeah, see, I have to clear this node off before I gain access to the benefits of it, because right now it's still owned by the independent party. So what I do is I just hit build housing, and I put that on repeat, and I leave it like that until it's a village or something, because right now it's got 150. It should be 750, honestly, because that's how many people come in the pioneers, whatever. Because your pioneers. Oh, I can build roads. Okay, so let's just build roads real quick. Build roads. Boo 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 boo. How many move points do you have left? Not enough to move. Okay. So if you look at this, this is the only thing that costs population to construct. It costs 750 population to build a human settler. On that note, we're going to build another human settler. I don't need to cast anything. Oh. No, don't end turn. Photographer, sweet. Huh, interesting. I don't believe there's anyone up here aside from neutrals, so I'm just gonna explore this like fogged area, because technically this should all be my domain. Like, it's really easy for me to expand this way because there's no opponents, whereas I know for a fact that down here is our buddy Mr. Orc Friend. I don't know what his name was. I wasn't actually paying attention, like I probably should have been. Oh yeah, and I can't read because I don't have my glasses on. But this game has grown on me. I love this game. This game is amazing, and I love the way the sort of landscape organically changes around your city as it grows, as it becomes bigger. More houses sort of fill in, and it doesn't do it in like massive, large clusters. It sort of does it like little hex by hex. Like maybe this hex will gain a few more houses or something will change in it, but then this one stays the same, and then maybe this one changes next turn, etc., etc. It's just like, it looks really good. It's isometric perspective, although some of these things are rendered in 3D, which, you know, maybe I don't agree with entirely. Very likely victory, so let's manual combat this shit. Sorry, horses, but this great farm is mine. What these horses are doing owning the farm, I have no idea. Maybe I should drink some tea. Yeah, that should clear my throat up. Fire muskets. Blam! Yeah, it does so much damage. I like that. Pole arm guys will finish those off. Yeah. What are these guys? Swords? Long swordsmen? They can go here. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing a lot of this combat optimally. Normally I take a lot of time to think about my moves. I'm just kind of like going and doing them. You know what I mean? I'm just sort of clicking, letting things happen. Chew, chew. And then I'll just hit auto combat because it'll finish it off for me. Doo-doo. Run, horsey! Oh wow, that does a lot of damage. Sitting back, sitting back. There we go, and now I have access to the Great Farm. And apparently I get a warg. I don't really want the warg, so I'm gonna sell. They kind of suck. But this gives me plus 100 population growth per turn. So this town is going to get pretty big pretty quickly. So we're at plus 600. So it's going to double for next turn. It needs to get up to 3,000. Yeah, we'll go here. So our little spy drone needs to continue on exploring. Let's not move it too far too quickly, just in case there's something that we can pick up. We can veer in that direction. Yeah, so like I said, when I first started playing this game, I thought the landscape was really noisy. Like let's take this stuff for example. Like, what is this? It's like, is that like wood or trees that have been cut down? Or you know, this, or like the bushes here. I couldn't really tell. Or, you know, even like this area with the butterflies. Is this something that I can walk onto that, you know, is something that I can interact with? And I didn't really know. And it took me a while to get used to the style. It's definitely not as clean as the first two games. Like, it's really easy to tell what's what in the first two games. But not so much in this one. Not so much in this one. Which, it's okay. It's alright. It definitely... It's great in its own way. Let's put it that way. Oh shit, I did not mean to do that. Cancel. Whoopsie. I actually want to move it right here onto that spot so that I can get all three of them in the inside the radius in the first little dealy. Alright, so let's finish our roads. Because constructing roads is like super duper important. It basically decreases the time it takes to move around your empire drastically, like drastically. And I can fight these. I'm gonna let them run. Yeah, that was my good deed for the day. But yeah, I think I've showed you as much as I want to. I'm not even sure how long this video is, but I hope you enjoyed it, and you will be seeing a lot more Age of Wonders on the channel. I'm going to try to finish some of the games that I've started, because I've got a game of Star Drive going right now. I've got a game of Project Zomboid going right now. I've got a game of Banished going right now, and I really kind of want to conclude at least one of those series before I start a new one. One of my biggest failings is that I try and do too many things at once, and I end up not getting anything done or completed. I push projects so far, and then I just kind of abandon them. And I don't want to do that anymore. I think that's a bad habit, and I'm making a conscious effort to improve upon myself. So this has been a game scope, a single video, a kind of like impressions, introduction, whatever you want to call it, for Age of Wonders 3. If you enjoy this kind of game, I suggest you pick it up, because this is probably one of the best turn-based strategy games in existence. I don't have any experience with Warlock or anything, or Heroes of Might and Magic. I am strictly an Age of Wonders veteran. Not to say that those other games are bad, but this is the only franchise I've ever had any experience with. And I feel like specializing in this, especially because I don't really play a whole lot of turn-based games, I will be specializing in Age of Wonders 3. So you'll be seeing a lot more of that, maybe some guides and videos, because I know that there's no guide up or no way to tell what like I said, you have these research trees, and see, this is an air, right? This is because I have my air sphere. Yeah, class adaptive air, right? And it tells you here. Oh, I guess there's no human specific ones. At least not that I know of. No, Dreadnought, Class Explorer, Expander. Is this human? No, that's Dreadnought as well. Okay, so each sphere and class has its own tree, and this is all randomized, by the way. You don't get the same each time initially, and you don't start with the same couple spells. But there's no way to tell. There's no way to go and say, show me every spell tied to the air sphere and the air master sphere. So I might do something like that in the future, unless somebody else does it, in which case I will link you to it in the future. But yeah, this has been my video of Age of Wonders 3. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.